Oh, that one looks better. A little bit better. At some point, I'm gonna have to just get a different camera. So I just was working on the Mon Calamari sniper here. Yeah, it's trying to focus. There we go. I have just finished up my other set of Grimoire guards. And one of the things that I just have fallen in love with is this brass coloring. Hello, whoever joined and left. The brass color I have fallen in love with is the Model Air Bright Brass. This has turned out so beautiful on so many models. I just finished up Fen. Just been on a kick. I've been doing regular painting as well as contrast painting. And really, the heroes, I just got on this kick of contrast paints. So I've been working on that. I have Maul over here, which I've been struggling with. I feel like not quite right. But one of the things I've come to terms with recently is that I really want to be able to distinguish that these are not coming out super often. And because they're not coming out super often, I'm not going to be too concerned about the paint level I'm painting these to. So I'm really trying to stick these to a tabletop good standard and not getting all the bells and whistles done on these. Because my goal is to try to finish my Imperial Assault collection, which is what's on this table right here, plus a Bantha Rider and a Rancor. This one's a Changeling Gunner, hired gun from Heart of the Empire, I think. This one comes in. So working on the last pair. I painted the other pair. Again, contrast paints work really well on the lighter color Prime. Get that chin. And what I've been, part of the inspiration is I am creating a quasi spin-off from Stargrave for these. And then use these for Stargrave. But I tested it with my daughter the other night. And I have been invited to do something with a Cub Scout troop in March. So I'm toying with creating a stripped down Star Wars level combat game that I can use Stargrave type rules for them, but with the Imperial Assault figures to give them some fun narrative tabletop experience. So that is my reason to make sure I get these painted up in a reasonable time soon, because I do want to do that. I'm sorry, my brush just hit the camera. I'm eagerly awaiting the Army Painter speed painting set, because I'm really intrigued to see how they're different from contrast paints. So far, the early reviewers have given pretty good comments about it, so I'm intrigued to see how they're different. you know, actually having them in the hand and actually giving them a try. So I'm hoping by the time January comes around, I'm going to be picking up some more content onto the channel on a more regular basis. I'm just trying to finish up some extra work I picked up at school. I'm doing COVID tutoring 2 days a week. I'm also part of our Avid program, so I have other meetings that I got to attend to for that. And so my evenings right now are pretty much solid. I'm hoping to start hosting a couple games with some of the gamers in the area soon. And give a try out and play some more stuff. In the local Boy Scout group, well, my Sunday Cub Scouts before, we did a fundraising tournament for Star Wars Armada that I ran and raised some money for the troop. I'm talking about the guy, their kids went to Cub Scouts in a different pack, and they're asking me to maybe think about doing a tournament fundraiser again. This time they have more space and a better area. So we're having high hopes that besides running something for Cub Scout or Boy Scouts for some gaming for them, we're going to have also an opportunity to, or I'll have an opportunity to run a tournament. It's one of my dreams is to actually be able to host, not a full convention type thing, but a multi-game tournament. Because right now, definitely bold action. I'm intrigued to see if there's enough local interest for a Marvel Crisis Protocol tournament. The main difference though is I know I can get prize support for bold action. Prize support for a Marvel Crisis might be a little bit different story, but never know till you try. This is Leviathan Blue contrast I'm putting on now. Really no overall arching idea. Just kind of going with the flow. And if you're watching this video in the far, far future, this is November of 21. So COVID is still in the States something we have to be concerned about. And for example, my 3 kids had to stay home from school the last several days because they were close exposures. Well, one was close exposure, which had to keep all of them home because of what it is. And we have been trying to enjoy the time, so I've been able to get some extra painting done, really get through this Imperial Assault collection right now. plates here. Again, the main focus of my Imperial Assault painting is just getting this to a tabletop standard, because I know realistically they are not going to see a tabletop extremely often. I'm hoping to get them to use for Stargrave, maybe Zona Alpha. I could see using some of it for Zona Alpha, maybe. Not all the armor plates, while telling the shoulders, and do the shoulders. And this one I'm working on right now is the Changeling hired gun from Phantom Menace. Not Phantom Menace. Or Attack of the Clones, or who Jango Fett hires to go after Padme. Again, I think this is in the Imperial Assault Heart of the Empire set, I think. Which, that was supposed to be a mean old, bad-butted bounty hunter assassin who was going after Padme. And in Imperial Assault, they work in teams, and here I have 2 different teams of them. Not like an IG-88 level model / unit. So, which I found weird. Let's see. Let's do this one. Some warp lightning contrast. See how bright we can make your armor. We'll call you the dummy target. Stand out there and draw all the attention while your partner does all the shooting. Distract with bright colors. Nothing will go wrong with that plan. And I was doing some painting and just wanted to see if there was any one that would jump onto a live stream of me painting. Usually when I paint, I'll watch something, YouTube or a movie. I actually enjoy talking with some people, and I haven't really been able to talk too much hobby last couple months. Some of my local gaming people have gone on the quiet side a little bit, and I don't quite get the same. I'm in Facebook groups for my games, but it's just not the same as like a conversation with someone. And I enjoy conversation. I'm going to try to keep the live stream going until I finish these 2. Last night I was able to get, was the Gamorreans done? Yeah, in about an hour. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes me to paint these 2 with contrast. It's amazing. Contrast has been out for how long they have, and that Army Painter is just about to come out with theirs. Almost, 2 years later, they're finally coming out with their set. Army Painter is really busting a move, though, because they got the speed painting set coming out, and they just had their massive airbrush set just come out. Which, if anyone's got an Army Painter, I would love to be their products for review on the channel. I use a lot of Army Painter. I also do a lot of Vallejo assorted lines of color. And I just got my trying new paint racks out that I'm really liking. So I posted a link about it to Amazon and ended up picking them up. These are the new paint racks. It's like a plastic card, and then they just slide in. So it kind of defeated the purpose of me paint tabbing on my bottles, but this has been really nice, using a spice rack still for my Citadels down below, but nice setup. So I'm figuring out when I get the Speed Paint series or the Army Painter airbrush set one day down the road, I'll just get another one of those racks for it. And that way they're all together, and I know those are all air paints or whatnot. Just like having the Citadels on the spice rack is nice because I know that's where all my contrast paints are. Don't have to wonder about it. And the bottles are slightly bigger too, so they do stand out from the other Citadel paints. Which I was going through them this today, and I realized I do not have as many Citadel jars as I thought I had. I thought I had like 20, 30 jars of Citadel paints, non-contrast, and I only have 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only have 12 jars of Citadel left, which I'm really surprised. Mainly yellow, gray, cream. I have like 4 grays, 2 yellows, 3 creams, a purple, a pink, 2 browns. Oh, and Wraithbone. Bought that when contrast came out to help with touch-ups or helping the contrast coat better. I already know what I have to do with my secondary color on here. Even though I did put blue on here, I already know what other color I need to put on here. The cape is definitely going to be purple. Oh, I missed the armor bracers too. On the blue on the other one. I'm hoping the volume is coming out okay on this, because I don't actually see the volume changing. Test 1, test 1. Do you hear me? Where is the volume coming from? That's a share link. Live chat, anyone, message mode, cancel. Huh. I hope it's sounds coming. I hope it's playing. Oh no, let's see. Let's see if I can do a quick test to figure that out. Because on my screen, nothing's moving dial-wise. Nothing at all. Let's see. Test one. Test one. Test, test. Let's see. Test one. Test one. Oh. Test, test. Let's see. Test one. Test one. Oh. Test, test. Okay, so I just checked it joining through my phone and I could hear it. So it should be working, even though the little thing is not moving down there. Then again, maybe it's been a while since I've done a live stream, so I know I'm not, and I haven't done a whole lot of these, so I'm not like super woohoo on how this works. But let's see. Let's do the gauntlet here. The other way I painted these was all black. In the first set, I did not use contrast, but just regular paint methods. And I just left the shirt and stuff underneath, material-wise, like down over here. I left that black, because I'm like, that works. Don't think that works on this one for the gray. No hand. Now definitely chrome this blaster. Since this is going to be all about, look at me, look at me. Let's see. Other elbow pad. You're a skateboarder. You have elbow pads. You got knee pads. And you got your helmet. Where's your skateboard, changeling? Should have a hoverboard or something. Go surfing. Okay, let's get your helmet done. I really enjoyed the freedom of like, this is like a non-specific character. Like, this is supposed to be like, oh, there's plenty of these. So no one's gonna ever complain about what colors you put on them. Like the Grimorians, well, made them green and browns for their uniform. Do wish they had done a Clone Wars set for Imperial Assault, especially with Rebels going to the one planet. I forget the planet. The one planet they went to with Rex. That was nothing but Imperial battle droids. And running, since they did put the Rebels in, that would have been cool. Being able to say, yeah, paint up some B1 battle droids and B2s, and you're probably going, all you have to do is go buy some Legion. Yeah, I could, and I will eventually. Scale's gonna be a little bit different. Just painting a couple would be cool. Okay. Oh, this is the top of the boots. Put that there. There we go. I forgot the blue on the helmet on the other one. Back here, Levadon blue. That was Warp Lightning. I also find it fun painting this type of thing as a okay, let's test out some colors and see how they work and test out some different color themes. I don't have a specific background in art or color theory. Kind of just go with what I like, what I feel. When I have to paint something specific, I really get a little like over that, because I know it's not my particular thing of trying to reproduce what someone else did. But I've done a couple things. It was cool seeing how they turned out, but I also know sometimes like Darth Maul over there, because Darth Maul is such an iconic character for what he is, and I'm like, a little apprehension about finishing him, and that's kind of why he's over there off to the side, because I know like I have a lot of high expectations for how he should look. Get your elbow pads that I forgot. Oh, I might just paint a black cape for you. I don't know. Haven't decided. Oh, well, gauntlets. Or I could do that. That would look pretty good too, I think. Gotta think about that for a minute. And I've really kept the bases on these very simple. I've just been painting the bases gray. Just solid, straight up gray. And I think if I had to do it again and paint Legion, I think I wouldn't texture or any fancy basing. I probably would just do it straight up single colored. Even though I love fancy basing. I'm trying to reach out and do more. But Legion just arcs matter, the notches matter. It's like some games are just getting to a point of functionality of like, do I want a nice base that's scenic or just keep it functional? I think I'm leaning towards more functionality nowadays. My bold action, I'll probably keep doing scenic because I think it adds to the story on the table and the unit itself. And also, if I do a certain method of basing, then I can know keep squads identified that way as well. I think you're going to be I was hoping at least someone was going to join, but it is what it is. Which purple do I want? That one. Check this up. You got it. It's going to be Joker. Green and purple. Let's put this and see how this looks. Well, I think that'll work. I think that will work. I'll do the pants a lighter purple and then go up to the darker purple for the cape. This will work. This will work for this though. Yeah, it doesn't show up so good on the camera. It's a little better in person. But going for the darker purple for the cape slash coat, trench coat, raincoat, whatever coat it is. Try to follow the curves on the model so the strokes go with the material look on the model. I'm going to do this one tonight. Get them done. Go at that little edge. Again, this crevice here. Come up the arm. Bring it up here. Let's get this in here. Get down there. Get the coat edging. There we go. Finish up this arm. That looks pretty good, actually. I like the pants being a little bit different. Glad it's not the same color as the cape. Stands out a little bit. Wish there was another version of purple in contrast, though. That's the other thing. How will Citadel and Army Painter contrast speed paints look together? / their coverage. There we go. Yeah. Very green and purpley at the same time. Let's see if you can guess what the inspiration for the other one's going to be. That was the Joker. I'm going to do the same thing, 2 different shades. Do the pants 1 shade and the cape a different one. Cape / coat. This one won't be as pale as the other one. The other purple, the lighter purple, the Magus purple. I wonder why they call it purple and not pink, because Every time I use it, well, I guess it's not as light as pink, but sure it gets close to it. Getting that edging a little bit. Oh, get that connected. There we go. Sometimes though, I just like forget it because it's not part of my. No one's really gonna see. This one might get pulled out though. Really, it comes down to how well this one turns out. The other two are just like painted as what might be some generic looking individual bounty hunter type things. These two are going to be inspired by something. So Joker, and then this one. I wonder if anyone's been able to guess it who's watching what this is going to end up being inspired by. Okay, time to go to the other red. That was Flesh Terror Red. And this is Blood Angel Red. This nice red on here. All of the. There we go. Nice saturation on there. No, I kind of wish I had flipped it maybe. A Flesh Terror Red might be really nice on this coat. But it has been done. At the back here. So if you haven't guessed yet, Optimus Prime. Red and blue. Nice Optimus Prime color scheme, I think. Not how I intentionally thought I was going to paint it. Again, had no really specific idea of what I was going to paint. The colors kind of just going to see how I'm inspired. And that's kind of where I get my color theory from. Some days I'll just sit and like, okay, think of like cartoons and what colors did they put on characters, especially Transformers, G.I. Joe. Sometimes I think about. I'll pull my color wheel out every so often and like look at colors and go, I'll try those together. There's this cohere. And these were primed with Vallejo gray or black. Through an airbrush, if you're wondering how I primed them. Other side. Blue's a little bit off, but this could be close to Captain America too. I think I'm gonna have to paint her maybe like Captain Marvel. I have this hero over here. Wasn't sure, but she's even got the little star on her chest. So maybe I'll paint that up looking like Captain Marvel from the Marvel movies. That'll be interesting how that turns out. Never know where inspiration comes from. And again, someone decided Optimus Prime was going to be red and blue. And a lot of characters have been red and blue. Captain America, Captain Marvel's got the red and blue thing going on, and some yellow and some other colors, but just like, did you get it from the color wheel? You decided it was going to be that's what it's going to be. And how many other people have made decisions based on memories or childhood memories, what they're going to do? This on here. Okay, with that. Pop that there, pop that there. Sticking with the contrast paints. Here is Ayad in yellow for this scarf piece. Bring the yellow in. I actually debated on pulling the other yellow, the flat yellow, to do this. But I'm sticking with contrast paints. And let's paint the only thing that won't be contrast paints is the metal. I'm going to make a chrome gun. That one's going to have a chrome gun, so will this one, and chrome for Optimus Prime chrome plating. And the grill on his front truck. So all the tubing down there is going to be yellow too on the front of this. Let's see if I can finish this piece up. This in yellow. this one in the chrome. Oh, I saw that. Okay. Let's see how this turns out. Oh, I missed the spot on the red cape. Fix that in a minute. On the gun. Some days I like the black Prime better because it gives you some of that natural shadow. Also, when you're painting a lighter color, you instantly know if you covered it. Some days when I'm looking at this gray and I'm using this silver, it's like, did I actually cover it? I gotta take a minute to actually look, make sure it looks different. Okay, almost done. Let's do your chrome gun while I have chrome on the brush. Flashy matching pistols. And yep, they're done. Not sold on your chrome plating yet. I know what I'm doing here. Get some black for the holster. Represent the tires. That's just contrast black Templar, which not necessarily the best thing. I'm trying to stick with the contrast theme here. Just a little bit on the brush. Do these bands. I doubt that with doing contrast. If you mess up a little bit, it just ends up being like that spot, or the color variation just is off unless you reprime it in that spot and do the colors over again. So forgiving but not forgiving. Now the belt. And right there for the belt. Now I think I want to do an ink across there, just a strong tone. I don't think I have it. I'll just add a little. Okay, there's my. Oh, I got to do that. One part of the code I missed. There we go. There's Optimus Prime. I'll do your eyes in a minute. Back to the Joker. I think I can do a different green for the accessories, like the holster. Make this in a Dark Angels green. This. Oh, I did that. Missed that same part about the cape on this one too. Just turned it up this way and just realized it. Oh, hey. Oops. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that then. Ah, well. It happens. Easy fix. Yeah, I was originally turning this out to do these two the same colors, just reverse it. Blue, where this one's blue, this one's going to be green, where this one was purple, that one would be blue, vice versa, and totally went off a different tangent. Really like how Optimus Prime turned out over there. At some point I'm going to go paint myself an Optimus Prime. Go get one of the WizKids models and actually just paint it up. Ooh, too much, too much. Too much contrast paint on there. On there like that. Yeah, I guess the helmet two-tone green works. Not too bad. We just, besides the technical issue, stopping to look over there every so often to see if anyone actually had joined. Because I had the camera off to my right, just outside of eye shot. So let me fix the coat. And again, say an hour and a half, 90 minutes to paint 2 models. So roughly tabletop-ish standard contrast paints. Another spot I missed. Get a little bit darker. There we go. Joker. Do I do another green for the center chest? But that's a lot of green. Do I just do yellow? Offset it all? Browns. Orange? No, orange doesn't go with that. Okay, color wheel time. What's the third color in the triad? So mainly it's green. Orange. It is supposed to be orange. Blue, yellow, and red. See, green and blue don't usually. Oh no, it's green and purple. Let's see, what does violet tell me? Yellow, green, yellow. So I can do a yellow. Well, it's more green, so let's see how orange pops for the center chest piece. This is using the color wheel. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't take away from the model either. Is really the main point. Doesn't take away or ruin the color of it. Oh. And here is Joker. Also, the other thing across my mind is it's definitely Riddler too. That man has 2 villains with like the same colors. Oh no, he has 3 Poison Ivies in the green, and technically Poison Ivy green with red hair. So probably could have painted this red. It would have looked okay too. And there we go. Let's get the eyes. I think I'm gonna do red eyes. No pupil, just do red. Plus that of having it to be a little bit on the sci-fi side, you can do weird stuff like that. And it is what it is. My wife is so when I do red eyes. but as often it goes. Oh man, that looks really good actually. You're not gonna pick it up, so definitely look into my Facebook group, Dice of the Round Table page. Find my Imperial Assault album. I'll probably have pictures of these uploaded tomorrow, because I typically paint them, dry. I'll paint the bases tonight gray, which I'm about to do. They'll dry tonight. I'll varnish them, and then I will take pictures of them and load them up to the album for Imperial Assault on my Facebook group page. Just realized I missed some black on here. There we go. That turned out really, really nice. The bases, I've been just using Model Air Gray by Vallejo. They've actually done a really nice job coating the bases, which I've been quite pleased with. And I'll do 2 coats. I'll do an initial coat, and a second one really hides all the brush strokes from the first coat. And all my Imperial Assault has washers on the bottom, because I've gone to a plastic bin system where they're basically similar to scrapbooking cases almost, but a little bit bigger. And I say taller, just wider and longer. I think they're a little bit bigger than legal paper size. I found like 6 packs of them on Amazon. So I have ordered 2 boxes so far. I'm basically about ready to order another one. Won't use them all, but I have tanks, which I think I want to put them in one, and I might need something a little bit smaller than that. And I want one for Gaslands. I don't know how I'm going to magnetize the bottoms yet, but I put magnetic sheets on the bottom of the bins, and then the washers are magnetized to that, or attracted to the sheets on the bottom. And it's worked out pretty well. There's a couple bases, like Wild West Exodus has been a pain. I'm going to have to add something to some of those bases, because the washers quite didn't hold. However, as long as it's not being tumbled about, they're holding fine. If they were getting some abuse and tumbling, then the Wild West Exodus is nowhere near good, and I do want them in case I've ever been travel with them and ever get in a car accident. I would like to hope maybe the bin will crack, but the models won't move. I don't know. Or if I have to like slam on the brakes, the case isn't going to break, but also hopefully the models won't slide everywhere. And that's like that. First coat's put on the base. That'll dry. I'll put a second coat on, and it'll look nice like that. If you watch this later, thanks for watching it. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for future heads up on these, and have a great day.